All right, it's time for another snack food quickie. We're going to take a look at these here. Jack Link's cold crafted mozzarella and uncured pepperoni. I picked this up this morning at Grocery Outlet. This is one of my favorite places to shop. It's a store that seems to specialize in things that have been misprinted, fallen out of popularity, or have short expiration dates. And as far as basic staples like milk and dairy, frozen foods and produce and meats, their stock is consistent. But when it comes to other foods like this is pretty much a snack hunting treasure trove kind of place. Uh, I have never failed to go in Grocery Outlet and seen some strange thing that I had never heard of before when it comes to food and snacks. And of course, they have an excellent selection of cheese. So, going back to Jack Link's, now, this is a company that started in the 1980s. I remember seeing the name brand on shelves somewhere throughout the 90s or the early aughts. It's actually a family-owned company. It has some German roots. A German immigrant grandfather, the CEO of the company to this day. His last name is Link. I think his name is Toby Link or something like that. And I tried something from them on this channel just in the last couple of months, and it got me interested in the brand. And now the brand Jack Links gets my attention. Now, here's what happened. I found these in the refrigerated section of Grocery Outlet. Now, I'm always a skeptical shopper. I do remember buying shelf stable cheese and meat sticks like this before at convenience stores, and they were pretty disgusting, to be honest. A shelf stable cheese, in my opinion, is it shouldn't even be able to be called cheese. I remember it being crumbly and chewy and just blah. Um, and I thought, why is this in the refrigerated section? So I thought maybe the retailer is playing games and wanting to imply this is fresher, therefore putting it in a refrigerator when it doesn't need to be. I was wrong. And I've never seen Grocery Outlet do something like that, misleading in the past. Now, if I had paid closer attention to the package, it does say on the very top to keep refrigerated. So this is a fresher, non-shelf stable snack. So let's take a close look at the package, and I'm going to see what these taste like. Um, it's mozzarella and uncured pepperoni. Here is the back of the package, which it's so hard to read, but the packages are small. Here is where I zoomed in on the nutritional information. I'm always looking at sodium. It was insanely high, 510 milligrams of sodium, and the serving size is the entire package, which is 50 grams. Now, looking down at the ingredients, so hard to read. I had to use my camera like a magnifying glass just to be able to read this. Low moisture part skim mozzarella cheese, which is part skim milk, cheese culture, salt, and enzymes. And then it has uncured pepperoni sticks or stick, no added nitrites or nitrates. It's a combination of pork and beef, has water, 2% of the or less of flavors, contains 2% or less of flavors. Huh. Okay. So I guess it doesn't have a lot of flavoring in it. And then sea salt, sugar, cultured celery extract, paprika extract for color, the same thing that makes American cheddar cheese orange instead of its natural color of white. Lactic acid starter culture, and it's distributed by Link Snacks Incorporated on One Snack Lane, and then it folds over, so I had to zoom in. Minong, Wisconsin. Now, I'm wondering, why were these at Grocery Outlet? Uh, I think it's very simple. These expire next week. The expiration date on it is February 10th. And in addition to that, it appears as if they've also been discontinued. When searching online grocers, you can get versions of these, specifically what they call cold crafted, in cheddar and I think Swiss. I think there may have been a Monterey Jack. So I think these are on their way out the door. I think they're gone. Now, I paid a whopping 20 cents for this, and I would like to know where they're made. If you see right here, it says distributed by Link Snacks Incorporated. And it does have a phone number, and I did call them, but they're already closed because they're over in Eastern Standard Time. And I am going to ask, why doesn't this say where it's made? Distributed by can mean anything. This company could have purchased these. What is that website where you get cheap stuff from China? I don't remember the name of that right now, but they could have imported these from anywhere and then distributed them. So I just want to ask them, why doesn't this say where it's made? So let's go ahead and get it open and let's see what these things taste like. Now, the package is actually easy to open. Oh, the pepperoni is just loud and clear. Wow. Okay, with these being 20 cents, if these are halfway good, I may go back and buy the rest of them tomorrow. I don't think there was many left. But one thing that I wonder about, foods like this, the shelf-stable ones are typically good for traveling, snacks, backpacking, hiking, put one in your pocket. But since these have to be refrigerated, it kind of puts them in a different class. Okay, let's see what it tastes like. Oh, that's good. That is good. Mm. Okay, it's standard issue, cheap provolone. The pepperoni stick is really nice. Um, this really makes me wonder why these have to be refrigerated instead of being shelf stable. Now I know the shelf stable versions, and I think we've all seen them in convenience stores. A little pack, not necessarily this brand, where it has cheese in it and meat. And I've wondered, how in the world do you leave cheese just out with no refrigeration like that? And that's, after trying those a few times, I just quit eating them because they sucked. But this is good. Okay. Would I buy these again at 20 cents? Yes. In fact, I think I'm going to go back tomorrow and get some more. 50 cents, maybe. $3, which I saw them retailing for online. No. But they're really good. And I remain interested in this company, Jack Links. I'm going to rate these a 7 out of 10, where 5 would be just average. A 4 and lower would be the shelf stable versions from other brands, just to compare the ones that are terrible. But this is actually really good. Now, it was absolutely worth the price because of me buying it at a discount store a week before it goes out of date. But if you see these, and if you yourself have been turned off by shelf stable meat and cheese snack combos like this, look for these right here, Jack Links. They call them cold crafted. I don't know where you'd find them in the store. I guess maybe in the cheese section, because apparently they do have to be refrigerated. All right, so there's an odd snack. Next one coming up is something from California here. This is going to be a hot honey beef sticks. This is from the Yolo Land and Cattle Company, which is just outside the Bay Area. It does go along with the trend of hot honey, and this time in a beef stick. Excuse me, that is coming soon. If you like videos like this, complete with burps at times, be sure to subscribe. There's more of them to come. I have fun doing them. Till next time, enjoy your snack food tasting, and peace out from San Francisco. Bye.